In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a 100% completely free website. You don't even need a credit card to sign up, and you even get a free subdomain name. Now, in order to do this, we're going to use something called Site123. And because this is a free web hosting platform, it does have some limitations, which I'll point out along the way. And if those end up being deal breakers for you, you do have the option to upgrade to a paid plan with Site123. But I'm also going to show you an even more premium web hosting platform, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial here. Get yourself over to site123.com, and as it says here, create a free website today. Let's go ahead and do that. Click the Start Here button, and this is going to take you through a 3-step setup wizard. The first step being, what type of website do you want? Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of different website types. You can pick any one of these. If you want a blog, click on blog. If you want a photography website, go ahead and click on that. For the sake of demonstration in this video, I'm going to make a pretend website for my pizza restaurant. So I'm going to click on restaurants and food. Now it says add your restaurant and food website name. I'm going to call my pizza place Tony's Pizza, and then go to final step. And go ahead and enter your credentials, your email, and create a password. All right, so as you can see, our website has been created. This pop-up here is just a simple tutorial video. We're going to go into a little bit more detail than that. So let's click on the X button, and right away you can see that it has generated us a basic template for a restaurant with a main section up here. You can book a table. There's a sample restaurant menu, about, contact, and a footer down here at the bottom. Now, the first thing I want to do here before we get into the customization of this website is to go ahead and publish this right away, just to see what we're working with, what it looks like, the live website that's publicly available. So click on this publish button. Are you sure you want to publish? Hit yes. And while you do have the option of choosing a custom domain name like Tony's Delicious Pizza.com, in order to do that, you would have to not only buy the domain, but also upgrade to a paid plan, as you can see here. So the other option, the free option, if you don't want to go that route, is to use this automatically generated randomized subdomain name here, 678, .site123.me. And if you click on that link, you'll see your live publicly available website. So what do we got here? This is what you get out of the box. You have your header up here with these links to different sections on the web page. It is a single page website. So if you click on book a table, that'll take you right down there. The restaurant menu, as you saw on the previous page. And one thing that you will probably notice, at the very bottom, they have this watermark. I built my site for free using Site123, and then a link for anybody who visits your website to create a free website of their own. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those limitations of the free website hosting. You cannot remove this unless you do upgrade to a paid plan with Site123. Let's get out of here, and like I did mention to you, you can upgrade to a paid plan with Site123. They start at $12.80 per month, but I also alluded to a more premium web hosting option, which happens to be Elementor Hosting. And I just wanted to compare with you before we get into the customization part of the tutorial, how a paid plan with Site123 compares to the free version and how that compares to Elementor Hosting. So $12 per month for 3 gigabytes of storage and 3 gigabytes of bandwidth with Site123. Now, the free plan with Site123 only gives you, I'll show you on this page here, the bandwidth is 1/4 of a gigabyte and the storage is 1/4 of a gigabyte, which is just a fraction of the paid plan. But with something like Elementor Hosting, you get 5 gigabytes of storage with their cheapest plan, which first year is $3 a month, and after that it's $12 a month. And then the bandwidth is 10 gigabytes per month bandwidth. And it doesn't stop there. You get CDN, you get all these advanced features, 200 PHP workers. It's cloud web hosting. It's actually running on top of the Google Cloud Platform. And all that is fine and dandy, but probably the most important thing is the fact that you have access to the Elementor drag and drop website builder. As you can see here, you have dozens and dozens of widgets that you can easily drag and drop and customize on your web page. I do have a link down for you in the description below. So thank you Elementor for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get back to the tutorial here. The first customization I want to show you is how to customize the structure of the web page itself. So if you come up here to design and bottom option here, website structure, you'll see these different options about how the header and the footer will look on the page. So right now we have our name of our website on the left and all of our links on the right. You do have the option to make that, have the menu on the left of the page, left side of the page, as you'll see here. I don't really like that. I usually like my menu to hover to the left or tend to the left. So we can have our name of our website here and then all of our links here, our main links, and then over on the right hand side, a couple additional options, which I'll show you how to toggle these on and off later on in the video. Now, each one of these sections, like I said in the beginning, this corresponds to a different section of the website. So we have our home, book a table, restaurant menu, etc. Each one of these sections has a layout that you can customize too. So let's customize the home section layout by clicking on layouts. And right now we just have some text here, and below that a little bit more text. Now you have, again, a variety of different options about how you want that to look. You can make that to the left. The one that I like here is centered but has a background associated with it. And what's really cool about this is that you can click in here and change it from their default eat good, feel good to eat good pizza now, or something like that. They do also have this AI feature that you can click this wand icon, and if you fill out a couple pieces of information about your website, you can save that data and it'll generate some headlines and calls to action. So let's see what we got here. Deliciously crafted pizzas, experience pizza perfection, taste the tradition. I like that one. Taste the tradition of Italy, authentic flavors, pure satisfaction. We'll go with that. Add that. There you go. Now we can further customize this section. If you click on the gear icon next to layouts, you can change the opacity of this section. You can change the color too if you wanted to add a background. And you can pick a different color here: black, white, gray. I will show you how to deal with colors later on in the video. Let's go with this yellow default color for now. And then if you wanted to add a little, well, I guess the default is a parallax. You see how this yellow box moves independently of the background. If you like that, you could keep it on parallax. If not, you can disable that and it'll move together all as one background image. But I do like the parallax, so I'll keep that. You can play around with all these options in here. I'm not going to go through every single one. The other one, actually, I might show you opacity because by default it's not full like brightness of the picture. It's kind of giving it some transparency, but I don't think that really adds any value to the website. So let's go with image opacity 10 out of 10, and that'll be good for this section of the website. Now, you can kind of rinse and repeat for every other section layout. You have those same exact options here, and what's really nice is that you can, if you don't want a section that they generate it for you, you can simply click on this delete button and get rid of that completely. And you can reorder things pretty simply too. Like if you want your above the fold to be up here, the next thing you might want to have is your about page. So you can just click on these arrows to reorder everything. And then we have our restaurant menu down here. I'm going to get rid of the contact section, and it's really easy to add a new section. You could just do that up here. They call them pages, even though they're technically not pages. We'll add a new page, and maybe we'll do something like testimonials from people who have eaten here before. Let's do these two right here, and that'll pop right down here. I won't customize these in the tutorial, but I think you get the idea how that would help promote your business, seeing what people have reviewed your business prior, saying good things about it. The one other thing I did want to show you is at the top, you can change this background image just by clicking on it. So there are, I don't know, tens of thousands of images that you can choose from, or you can upload your own. I'm going to search for pizza, and you get a bunch of different options for that. I'll pick this simple pizza on a black background here, and for some reason that's not loading, so let me try this one. Maybe I have to click on save first. Okay, yep, that was it. So there you go. There's your background image for the header. You could do the same thing for your menu down here. We got pasta, steak. We probably won't have steak at our restaurant, so we can edit that, and we'll say that personal pizza, that'll be $8, and then we'll pick an image. That looks good. Wait for that to upload, and then we'll click on save. So that's pretty straightforward. You can, again, rinse and repeat for all your restaurant menu items. Like I said, I did want to show you how to customize the colors. So if we come up here to design and this time go to colors, you can pick your main color. Right now we have this off yellow color. Let's see what a red looks like. That actually doesn't look too bad. And then you have these options. These are a little confusing for me at first. It's just kind of what section of the website is going to show up with the main color that you choose. So if you click on this, you'll see that the header's white instead of red. The header's black instead of red. Or if you want the header to be red and this to be red, then you can click on that one. So there's just different preset combinations of colors. We'll go with this one for now. Also up here is your fonts section. So if you don't like the default font, you have, again, a ton of different fonts that you can zip through and see which one looks the best for your website. That one's pretty good. It's a little bold and sticks out, so I'm going to stick with that one. And then under design, we have the header and footer options. So for header, like I alluded to earlier, you can toggle on or off your icons on the right hand side here. So we have the phone number one, which you can edit or just turn off if you don't want that. And your location address one, we can turn that off. You can also do social networks. I thought this was interesting. Instead of showing your individual social networks, like let's just say if you want a link to your Facebook page, we'll do facebook.com/Tony's Pizza, something like that. And you can associate that with the Facebook icon like that. When you save that, and you can add multiple, like Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. When you save that, you're not going to see those individual icons. You have to click on this share button, I guess, and then that comes up with this overlaid link out to your social media. So I'm just going to turn that off. Under design and footer, it's a very similar thing. So if we go down here to the bottom, this time the Facebook icon does show up directly here. So I think we'll leave that on for this one down here. A couple more things I want to show you. If you come up here to settings, you do have your website name. You can change that if you don't like what you picked in the beginning. You can change the size of the menu, which is at the top, the header, to be something a little bit thicker. Your logo, I did like this feature. They have a logo maker. If you want like a simple logo for your website, you can go ahead and search what they got in here. So they have these predefined icons. I like this pizza with a slice out of it. And then as you can see, that's what it's going to show up in your header. So we'll save that. And there you go. You got the icon and your name of your website. The one thing that you do have to upgrade to is the fave icon. So what's the fave icon? The fave icon is this icon up here that shows up in the tab that you're currently browsing in your web browser. In order to change that, if you wanted to have a pizza slice up there, you would have to upgrade to a paid plan. So now that you've seen the free version of Site123 in action, you'll probably agree with me that yes, it is probably good for just getting started with web design, web development, but it does have its fair share of limitations, which honestly, in my opinion, doesn't make it very usable, especially for a business website or even a personal website too. Now, I did mention Elementor previously in the video as a more premium option, especially when compared to Site123. Yes, you do have to pay for it, but it does have a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. And if you're still not convinced about Elementor, check out this video next, which will show you in depth some of the premium features of Elementor and show you why the upgrade is worth it.